Mr. COP, Mr. RockTheMicNews.com, Mr. Pick of the Week, every Sunday on 103 Jams, 9 p.m. with your boy DJ Jack of Spade. Just a hot topic Phoneaview. Who I got on the phone right now? I'm going to just make, I like to make up names. I'm going to call him a radio mogul. You know what I mean? I'm going to call him a radio rebel. This guy right here, man, is definitely made an impact on the scene, and I can't even confine him to Hampton Roads, man. He's all over the DMV, a lot of musical projects, you know what I mean? He's definitely made a difference with Boycott Radio and definitely showed a lot of love. He's hosted a lot of events all up and down the East Coast. Y'all give it up for Bigg Shizz. Bigg Shizz, what's good, baby?
COP, what's good, baby?
I can't call it, man, hot topic, baby. You know the hot topic, man. Let's not even wait on it, man. Hot topic, rumor, I guess you posted some picture of Kendrick Lamar, and then he said something about Sal, and then I heard the post went left, man. Can you expand on that?
The post went crazy, man. The shit went like completely to the left. What it was I posted a picture, and it said, Kendrick be like, VA, do y'all co-sign that whack-ass verse from Superstar Sal? Now, when I
that hurt. That hurt me, and I ain't even Sal.
Yeah, but it shouldn't hurt. It shouldn't hurt.
Awesome.
You know what I'm saying? Because anybody that's been out here doing it and been doing it for a minute and they got a name, they should be able to take any kind of media criticism through at them. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just a baby step in the game. So if you're running around and you got a name for yourself and it's nothing personal against Superstar Sal, know what I mean? Shout out to him. Like I told him,
right.
I respect the song that he did, know what I mean? Nobody in VA had did it. If they did, they didn't release it. And if they did, they didn't do it the way he did. He followed protocol with the way the song was laid, I'm saying. And he stated facts. I'm going to say that, you know what I'm saying? So,
now let me ask you this. Did you think the verse was whack?
But I think his verse was whack. No, I don't think his verse was whack. Like I said, he stated facts. He was an artist on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to seeing Sal in the battle scene. You know what I'm saying? So I was shocked. And like I told him, I was in discussions with unnamed people that day that were saying it was whack, and I'm upholding for him. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm doing that, my media mind started running. So I said, let me see what the people think, because I really didn't see anybody posting. I don't follow people's Facebook pages, first of all. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody is talking about somebody and it's a hot topic on one person's page and it's got 1,000 comments, I don't know about it. I just search for it. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So I took it upon myself to do that to see what the people thought about it. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, him being the first doing it in Virginia, I did it because I'm connected with more than Virginia. So I was going to get a feedback plus giving him feed to the outside of Virginia. And as he could see, or anybody that seen, it was people from outside of Virginia as well as Virginia that was commenting and wanting to know where the post was at so they could hear the song. You know what I'm saying? So what happened with that was it was comments that was made, and I apologize to Superstar Sal, and there ain't no bitch shit, no low boy shit or nothing like that. I apologize to him if he took it any other way. Like I told him, you know what I mean? That was nothing to mock him or nothing. That was media. That was media, man. You know what I'm saying? TMZ
now,
and
what do you say to people that might feel like the post kind of, posted him in a negative light? I think that's what people was getting from. Like, I think, from what I'm hearing, because I seen the picture, and I was like, wow. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know you did it, so I asked around. I thought like artists, because people do that all the day. They take Bill Cosby and Martin and just make phrases. So I just thought an artist was doing it, being funny. So I sent it to them, like, yo, look what these artists, they trying to kill Sal online. You know what I'm saying? But I think what happened is, being that it was you, you know what I mean, and being that.
And when I talked to him and I seen his response, I seen that and I could comply with him. That he, like he said, I'm cool with everybody in his camp, so he didn't expect for that to come from me. But I had to tell Sal, I don't do what you do. I don't rap. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a singer. I'm not anybody like that. If you look at what I do, I'm in the media. I'm in the radio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I came out with my media side. That was my media side, bro. It was nothing to hurt you, nothing for mockery, nothing. It was exactly to do what I did to get the response that I got until somebody else seen it and took it the wrong way and went to Sal with it. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. But I think, and then again, like I think, because the feedback I was getting from it, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it was the picture. I think it was because, like you said, it was you. And I mean, even outside of being cool with the G-Man camp, I think, because, you know, I mean, you know, looking at you for me is like looking in the mirror. I feel like we peers. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so,
exactly.
like, for me, like, let's say if I had did that, I think some people look at us like, you know, you tell the people, because, you know, it's followers and it's leaders. So sometimes I think people look at it like, oh, well, you tell the people what's hot, so are you telling them it's whack? You know what I'm saying? I know what you were going for. You was going to spark the mind, but everybody took it like that.
This is the crazy thing, Pete. This is the crazy thing. On that picture that I posted, over top of the picture, blatantly says, uh-oh, niggas done started something.
Right.
And then there was the picture. That's telling you right there that there's controversy behind this song. VA, y'all stamping this verse that everybody is calling so whack.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And people read into it the wrong way. You know what I mean? It was read into the wrong way. Like I told Sal, I really don't know Sal, you know what I mean? But I know his camp, I know his people, heads off to him, you know what I mean? I apologized to him and told him, you know what I mean, that shit went to the left, and it wasn't to the left from me. I was doing that to get a response from the people, which I did get, and he should have seen on that post, too, that the people were responding until the shit went left with, you know what I mean? Shit. Right. Typical Facebook shit, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Social media, man, you can say what you want.
Exactly.
All right, well, switching gears, man. You know, like I said in my intro, man, you're not confined to the Hampton Roads area, man. How do you feel about, you know, just let us know what your experience has been in the different markets in the DMV, and then just how do you feel like, or what do you feel like is missing really to put the DMV on and be respected? And the reason why I asked that question, like because the perception of DMV is actually terrible. And the reason why I say that, you know what I'm saying, is because, you know, I was with wifey, y'all. I was watching. I had to put a stamp on it before what I'm about to say. They'd be like, "Word," you know what I'm saying? So we was watching the Braxtons, you know, Tony joint, Tony Braxton's little reality show where we kicking it. You know what I mean? It was an early season. I think it was one of the first seasons, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they from Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? So, well, Maryland. I don't know if exactly is B-more, but they're from Maryland. So, you know, one of the sisters was like, yo, you know, I'm about to set up my hair salon. And then, you know, Tamar, the one that's popping right now, was like, what? In the DMV, you're not going to make no money? Going to DMV is dry as slow. Like, murdered us on TV, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight murked us, like, I said, man, you know what I'm saying? She didn't even say, you know, because I don't know what part of Maryland they from. But she didn't say the part of Maryland they from. She murked the whole, you know what I mean? I feel like, because I'm in the shop there, like, yo, she just murked us all.
I'm going to put it to you like this, Pete. You know what I mean? Being blessed to be around different celebrities and people of stature in the industry and everything like that. When you listen to the story, and that's people from all over the DMV, when you listen to the story is of a struggle of how when they was trying to make it and how they was trying to come up in the DMV, nobody from within the DMV would support them and help them to get where they needed to be. So when they got to where they needed to be at, it was like, yo, we here now. You know what I mean? It don't even matter no more. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense, because that's the Clip story, that's Missy's story. You know what I'm saying? That's the struggle they went through.
And I try to tell people, until you get to actually sit down and talk to these people and ask them for yourself and hear it with your own ears, then it'll come to light. And when you turn around and look at it, that's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just VA. It ain't just Richmond. It ain't just Arlington. It ain't just the Eastern Shore. It ain't just D.C., Baltimore. It's the whole DMV. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole DMV in its own. And me myself, you got people within VA. Like I said, you got people in the DMV that's pop. You got Wild A's. You got the Shy Gleezy. You got the Fat Bells. I mean, all of them. But I've been waiting for the day for Virginia to give that love to the same people that they have at that statue. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
hats off to
it's not many. It's not many, you know. We got Pusha T. Well, you know what?
But Pusha T is already in the industry. I'm talking about the people that's on the level of the Shy Gleezys and the Fat Trails that just getting signed. You know what I'm saying? The whole community got behind them and pushed them and supported them. You know what I'm saying? All of DC got behind Fat Trail and the kids. You know what I mean? They got behind them and they pushed them, and that's what it has to take out here. Even the artist has to take off their hat at the end of the day and be the bigger artist. You know what I'm saying? By supporting the other artists.
That's a mean statement you just said right there, shit. That's the artist. I hope you listening, man. You know what I mean? And I just wanted to say what you were saying, that, man, salute the Pusha T. And the reason why I say that, because everybody whines and, yo, no opportunity. Joker's just leaving us here to dry, you know, to die. We ain't getting no buzz.
Man, you know what? When I hear people say that, I tell them, look, man, I'm so tired of hearing that, man. Create your opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Stop waiting on the next man to tell you it's okay to do something. No, it's okay to go here. Don't do that. You can only judge by your own experience. You know what I'm saying? Get guidelines, ask questions, and follow your own heart. You know what I'm saying? Stop following what the next man did, because the next man ain't doing nothing. If you ask me, the next man, everybody's in the same boat. Nobody is really blue.
All right, there you go.
You know what I mean? Push is in the industry. So, like we said, I seen a conversation the other day said is Push the King of VA. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
I said, yeah.
I say who else in the industry right now from out of VA is moving units?
That boy worked hard, though. Like, to work hard, my thing is this, right? Because, you know, I be watching him. Shout out to Pusha T. Whole, you know, re-up gang movement, man. That boy working hard. And don't leave Virginia out. You know how some cats you don't know where they from? Like, you know, what's going on? So, nah, he's still throwing them V's up, man, even though, you know, he gets so much hate and backlash. But what it is, man, you know, it's, you know, my opinion. Matter of fact, shout out to him, though, because he, you know, I wanted to say earlier, he co-signed Young Money Young, and I think that's big. Like, even though people might not agree, like, oh, why him? It doesn't matter. Like, just to have somebody from the area.
They try to get in the personal life of the person instead of just giving them that push and supporting them for that craft that they display into the world. They want to dig all in their personal life and stop that from supporting them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't do that. You can't do that,
I mean,
man.
if we these rapper personal lives, I'm sure. I'm sure your favorite rapper probably wouldn't be your favorite rapper no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but no, let's go into a deeper conversation, right? Because I think, and I'm sure then we're going to go into Boycott Radio, why you created that, you know what I'm saying, the future of that, and then we're going to talk about you leaving, man, because we kind of upset with you. Shouldn't be here. You got to be in the trenches with me. So you got your reasons. But, you know what I'm saying? But, nah, man, just to talk about, let's talk about the deeper DMV. I can't say DMV, I might say Virginia, because you said D.C., do a little bit of love. I think what's happened with Virginia is deeper than hating on me, and is deeper than Missy and Pharrell. I think it's the area, period. Because shout out to the DJs, but, you know, DJs, whoever's on TV, whoever's affected by hip-hop and represents hip-hop does not really seem like they're proud of the area. You see what I'm saying? Like, it don't, if you meet anybody else, they on camera stunting. You know what I mean? We're Ross, Dave County. You know what I'm saying? That's all. You already know how we do it. They're proud. They're loving it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. The DJs is hype. You know what I'm saying? Here it kind of feels like, and please forgive me, DJs, I ain't talking to all y'all, but it kind of sometimes feels like everybody's just going to work. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, we just lost the morning show to the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. Like, we got to listen, and I'm not even hating on that, but we got to listen in New York. We got to listen in New York. Like, there's no culture here in Hampton Roads. How you feel about that shit? Let's go in, because you boycott radio. Go in.
I'm saying, yo, how I feel about that whole situation, man, starting from the radio. I'm gonna start with that, with the radio station, with the Charlemagne and them taking over. It's like after the Buddha Brothers, I don't know what happened.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened.
R.I.P. Law, too, man. Rest in peace, Law.
This shouts out to B, you know what I mean? The whole
Big
squad.
B, yeah.
You know what I mean? Angus, you know what I mean? The originals. I don't know what happened, bro. I don't know what happened. I really don't. I know they tried, and I'm not, and like I said, salute to all of them. I know they tried, but I know politics had a big part to doing with that, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like that because the politics and the people don't know of the politics with the radio, you know what I mean? The radio scene, you know how it go, you know what I mean?
No doubt.
People want to feed their families, so they got to go by the laws of the man. You feel what I'm saying? And the people, to me, just wasn't supporting those people at that, just like they don't support the artists. They weren't supporting those radio personalities. They weren't supporting those hosts and putting up a fight for them to say, look, this is what we want. We continue to ride with Angus. We continue to ride with DJ B, Dominique the Diva, everybody that's on there. We support these people, man. You know what I'm saying? And right in the turnaround of doing that, those same people need to be showing the general public how much they appreciate their support. And I think that could have could have been a way better outcome. I mean, I wasn't there, I wasn't a fly on the wall, but I'm upset about it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like
I was heated with you, my brother, like, because, and don't get me wrong, for everybody listening, the Breakfast Club is a hot show.
It's a hot
I think
show.
It's hot for New York.
But why are they allowed to say nigga on the air and Angus Black couldn't say nigga on the air?
Right. They're a hot show. They bring in the ratings. I'm not hating on the Breakfast Club. I listen to the Breakfast Club. But I don't like it because then, for me, it erases the culture of here. Yes, VA. Like you're not, no VA artist can now stop by a morning show from 103 Jams, you know what I mean, get any play or nothing. Like, that whole block in the morning is New York funded, man. Like, it's a wrap. Yeah, man. So, you know, and I'm glad B's still on the radio. You know, he's rocking the mixtape where he feels definitely most comfortable. But, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Shizz, how did you start Boycott, man? I don't want to get too away from what you got going on.
I started Boycott.
And why?
The reason why I started Boycott was a lot of people don't know. Like 3.5 years ago, I was in an ugly motorcycle accident where I was on life support for a couple of months. You know what I'm saying? And so I got the crazy scar on my face that everybody often wonder about. You know what I'm saying? But before then, I was in the music with my family, raised, rest in peace, street slang. You know what I'm saying? We ran all up and down the DMV, all up and down the East Coast, opening up for artists. We ran with the best of them. You know what I mean? Hung with the best of them. It was a beautiful experience, but I had backed off of it, and I had my rehabilitation from the motorcycle accident. I was in a wheelchair. I was confined to a wheelchair because I was told I wasn't going to walk again. So so my cousin, he basically reached out to me and was like, "Yo, man, why you sitting in the crib? You need to go ahead and start producing again, getting them beats out there, cause you crazy with that." I was like, "Man, I'm done with that." But long story short, I went and got all the equipment again, And what had happened was I had got all the equipment and I started recording. I didn't start producing anymore. I started recording, and I bumped into OZ the General. I bumped into
shout out to OZ, College Park. What up?
Black Club. You know what I'm saying? I ran into OZ the General. I ran into Trell. I ran into a couple of other local artists, and they used to come to the crib and record, and we used to get it in. So, needless to say, I dropped a mixtape, which was Operation Domination, and it was with all underground artists from out of the DMV, featuring like 5 or 6 artists from out of VA, and it was crazy. It's on datpiff.com. It's called, it's still on datpiff.com to this day. It's called Operation Domination. You know what I'm saying? You can go check that out. There's some bangers on there. But I was doing that, and I got bored with that. So I started the open mics at Manila Ave in Virginia Beach. I don't know if you remember Manila Ave, but Street Slang, we had started the open mics there. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy because I could have 35 performances on the list, and all 35 artists would rock, and everybody would stay to the end. It was crazy, guys. It was crazy. And I was told, I don't know, I'm just saying what I was told, that I was credited with being able to bridge the gap between the peninsula and here. Because artists from Newport News, Hampton, and all on that side was coming over here, and it was crazy. It was all love. And I had Big B from 103. He was hosting joints, and who else was there? I was getting support from the radio stations, Jack, everybody, you know what I mean? Because they was coming, they was seeing the turnout and how people was rocking together, and it wasn't no craziness. So I was sitting in the open mic one night, and that's when I met Frank Nitty, and he was telling me about how they was having this radio station that was coming about, you know what I mean? And he wanted me to come sit down and talk with him. So long story short, we did that, and that was when NWS came to like New World Swag Radio. So he had a show on there. A couple other people had a show on there, and I was actually doing a skit on his radio show.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I was doing a skit on his radio show, and I had a segment, not a skit. I had a segment, which was Boycott Radio. You know what I mean? That was the name of my segment. But you know, once again, me and him being the older ones out the crew, some kind of a way, the younger artists that was coming in and everybody talking, things that got, you know what I mean, crazy, and we bumped heads, several times, you know what I'm saying? And it was just out of he say, she say, he say, she say, you know what I'm saying? And it was crazy, man, you know what I'm saying? So then, I don't know what happened with his situation, but then I just got offered to have a show on NWS, my own show, which was Boycott Radio, and I stemmed off from that, but I didn't base my show to Virginia. And that's why I couldn't understand why people were coming at my neck, saying I was trying to take over Virginia with the radio. They already had Fresh Radio. They already had Worldwide Radio and all these other places and everything. And I'm like, that's stations. I'm a show. You feel what I'm saying? I was on a station, but I became a show, an independent show that broadcast itself, that was consistent and kept doing and dealing with the artists and reaching out, just trying to get the artists to show their craft and to support each other and to get on the road and letting them know, to link them with other states and other cities that I've been acquainted with because I had so many ties and everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's how Boycott really came about.
No doubt, man. Where do you how you feel about the online radio game period, man, versus mainstream radio?
I feel like they need to give some of these online radio shows and online radio personalities slots on these mainstream and see how we can help with the community, because a lot of people veer to online radio because they get tired of hearing the mainstream. And then, you know, like I said, the politics, you hear the same song 15 times in an hour, you know what I mean? A lot of people, if they don't have Pandora or something of that nature, iTunes, they actually listen at something. And it's a lot of independent people, independent supporters out here that the people don't even know about. they want to hear independent music and see and hear who's hot, and if they can connect with them to go and hear more of their music. So they venture more to the internet radio stations and everything because they can hear that. And then a lot of the internet radio stations can play unregistered music and stuff like that because they just showing love to the artist. But that's it's going to be a big crackdown on that. If you're not registered, if your internet radio station is not registered, none of that, they shutting them down. So the good part about that is the ones that are, when you got them BDS spins, when you got them BDSs and you registered, they spinning your music all day long. So that's helping the artists get them checks. You know what I'm saying?
Right, no doubt.
The artists is getting them checks off of them internet radio shows, man. So they need to support them internet radio shows. And stay
out. No doubt, man. Shizz, man. What else is out there, baby? Why are you leaving us, man?
To be honest with you, I'm the type of person of I feel like once you reach a certain level at a place and you feel like you're not gonna go no farther, it's time to move on. You feel what I'm saying? I just feel like it's time to move on. I never believed in local celebrity. I never believed in local celebrity status, reaching that status and then not pressing on with your dream.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because if you can conquer your area, everybody and their mama that's in the music industry or media or whatever out here know who I am. That was my accomplishment, to get my foot going and to accomplish that. Now, what am I going to do?
Right.
Just say, what am I going to do now? Just say, hey, I accomplished that. I'm just Bigg Shizz. I'm Bigg Shizz. Nah, Bigg Shizz want more. I got kids. I'm an old head. I'm ready to, you know what I mean? I'm ready to kick back and hand something down to somebody. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Pass knowledge or whatever I can do to help. I believe in independent artists. I believe in the independent music scene. I'm not from Virginia, and I have people from Maryland that tell me I do more for Maryland. I mean, I do more for Virginia than I do for Maryland. You feel what I'm saying? And I have to explain to them it's not where you're from. It's truly where you at. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm here, and I rock with VA. VA's got mad, crazy talent. The people just need to get their shit together, you know what I'm saying, and support these artists. I hear a lot about unity, you know what I mean? Without unification, you're nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're just like an atom. An atom can't become powerful until it what? Unifies with other atoms. Then it becomes powerful. You know what I'm saying? People going against the laws of gravity, man. You got to come together. You feel what I'm saying? You got to support these artists, man. You got to support them. You got to. But me, myself, like I said, I'm leaving because I just feel like I'm not going to, it's not going to go no further. I'm not going to lie. I've reached out to radio stations like, yo, let me get a plug. Let me do something. Let me do something.
Right.
I don't feel like that I'm going to come here and try to do things my way, but I know for a fact what comes with me. I know the opportunities that come with me. I know the opportunities that I'm going to possess. I know that the ones that I'm going to present. I know what I'm capable of. You know what I mean? Give me the chance. Don't let me sit here and be a local celebrity. That's not me. So if you're not going to give me a chance, I'm going to go somewhere that's going to give me a chance. I got an offer from a major radio station to come and do a show on FM.
Nice.
Yeah, like, hey, what am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Am I gonna stay here and struggle, or am I gonna go and be able to open up more possibilities for VA where I'm going?
Yeah, don't lose our number.
Nah, never that, bro. You know what I mean?
Hey,
but
yeah. So as you score that deal and you start your first show, man, definitely keep me in the loop, man. I'm gonna post that and let everybody down here know what you're doing, and we could probably do this again. You know what I'm saying? You can just update us on what's going on.
But at the same time, even if I don't take that, and it's crazy because I have opportunities that now came to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I said I was leaving, then all the opportunities and doors wanted to start creeping open. You know what I'm saying?
It's always like that, though.
Yeah, that's crazy. So I have an opportunity that was presented to me here too, not to leave. You feel what I'm saying? So if I take that opportunity, I'll be here, but I just won't be the Shizz that you know of, the Shizz this, you know what I mean, all out there with the artists and on the boycotting and saying whatever the hell I want on Facebook and Twitter or whatever. You won't see that no more. I've reached my goal. I wanted the executive level. I didn't want to know the artists. I wanted to know the people behind the artists. I wanted to know the people in the office. I wanted to know the people in the suits and ties, and that's what I did.
Right.
I reached that level. You feel what I'm saying? So
no doubt. Yo, Shizz, we appreciate your time, man. You know what I mean? We definitely got a lot out, man. We definitely learned a lot about you, man. It's a blessing you're still here with us, man. And, you know, you opened our eyes a lot, man. We had a great conversation. Let them know how they could contact you, man, on Twitter, Facebook, whatever you choose to use. And then, you know, any closing statements, man, go for it.
All right. I mean, they already know they can hit me up on Facebook, Bigg Shizz, Street Slang Music South. I mean, Twitter, @BoycottRadio_, Instagram, Bigg Shizz. You can still go and check out Boycott Radio and DJ Havoc, the show with Big Free and G-Dub, DJ Lockdown, the VIP room with my man Trice MC. It's still mad shows that's being played on Boycott Radio. And I mean, Boycott Radio didn't stop just because I fell back. That's what people got it twisted. They thought I was quitting and it was stopping. No. Boycott Radio still exists. I just don't promote it as much because I'm not on there. It's still my baby, but it's still going. The other people, they promote it when they do, you know what I mean? But other than that, it's still there. It's still an outlet for the artists. Y'all can go and post your videos on there, whatever, you know what I mean? Interact with other artists from all over the East Coast because that's what I target, but DMV mainly, but they can go on there, hit me up. Boy can still send me music. Still, I'm in DJ pools. I send out music, hot music to other DJs across the country, across the world, from the DMV on a constant basis. They can send music to boycottradio365@gmail.com. And I mean, while I'm falling back and getting myself together, they can also get that new Grussel. You know what I mean? I got that Grussel, the clothing line. You know what I mean? Grussel Clothing Company. Up. They can beep that out. You know what I mean? Get them hoodies, everything, the whole time, man. And they always know, man. Any artist, anybody that has any questions about anything, I try to keep it 100. They 90% of them can tell you if they hit me up on the book, Twitter, anywhere, I respond. You know what I mean?
Right,
I respond. You know what I'm saying? So they can hit me up, man. You know what I mean? Phone number still the same. You know what I mean? For the people that got it, still the same. Hit me up. Ain't nothing changed. Much respect to you, CEOP. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, I'm trying. I'm trying to get to your level, baby.
Hey, man, you there, baby. You there. You on FM. You on FM. You doing it, baby. You there.
I'm all right, man. I'm just trying to do a little bit, man. You know, we just all out here playing our part. Bigg Shizz, I definitely appreciate your time, man. We wish you success in whatever you do and whatever goals you're making, man. Whatever type of promotion you need, you know we always here with you, whether you're here in the DMV, whether you up north, or whether you overseas, man. It's rockthemicnews.com, man. It's chilling with Bigg Shizz, man. Stay tuned, man. You're gonna see more things in this man's future, and his future's gonna amaze you, man. We out, man.
Peace.